All right, Ebanie Bridges, IBF Bantamweight champion. We're back talking again. We've spoken once before. It went pretty well. We got some good coverage out of that. So but first of all, congratulations and happy birthday for last Friday.
Oh, thank you.
Did you have a good day?
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, going home and surprising my parents, obviously.
Oh yeah, of course.
I only really chose to do it like 2 weeks before I left. I thought, you know what, I'm going to treat myself for my birthday and fly over there to celebrate with my family, friends, and my twin brother, obviously, because last year was my first year in my whole life that I've not spent it with my twin for our birthday. And I don't know, being a twin, it's just weird not to spend your birthday with them, so I had to be there. So it was amazing. But it was just a quickie. So 6 days and now I'm back.
Do you think it's changed your views on, I think last time we spoke you said you had no plans to go back permanently. Any changes on that one? Or you
to be fair, it was actually really interesting because it's not that I've changed my views that I want to go back, but I feel like it's like, wow, like I didn't really, because when I moved over here, I was just so driven and like, I mean, I'm still am, but really just focused on my career and what I had to do for my career that I didn't really, not care, but I was like, that's the sacrifice I have to make. But going back and seeing all my friends and family, I was like, oh man, like I really miss everyone. And I think I didn't realize how much I missed them until I went back there and all my friends. But back to business now, back to work, and who knows? But we'll see.
Talking about your career, I think it's been 10 months since your last fight, since you're in the ring. Does it get frustrating not being able to get an opponent?
Oh, it's so frustrating. You know, I was supposed to fight in August on the Anthony Joshua card. I just had, but I only had 8 weeks notification for that fight, and I ended up having an injury halfway through the camp. So. It just wasn't going to work out. So obviously my team trainer and I decided to say, look, you know, like it's no point pushing through that and, you know, doing that fight. So we were trying, I've been trying to get on a fight straight away, you know, in September, October, November. But obviously, as we know, or as you should know, people should know that it's not really up to the fighters.
Of course.
The boss is the promoter, isn't it? So just waiting to get on a card, but it's looking like December.
Okay.
Which
is exciting.
It's great. It's obviously exciting. Me getting in the ring is exciting, but it just kind of sucks that it's pretty much a year since I fought, and that no boxer wants to be inactive. One, like because being obviously inactivity, you know, we don't want that. The more active you are, the better. And two, I don't get paydays. We get paid when we fight. I haven't got a payday from boxing for a year nearly. You know what I mean?
Right.
So and that's my job, isn't it? So I'm missing out on paydays. It's hard with sponsors when you're not fighting, you're not active. So yeah, it's really just tough. So I'm hoping that I can get this fight in December and hopefully have a very active 2024.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, you've got other revenue streams.
Thank God. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. If I didn't have that, if I didn't have my OnlyFans, it would be very hard for me. So I'm very thankful for everyone that supports me on there.
You were talking about the AJ fight. You were there, weren't you? Ringside with Conor McGregor and Forged.
My pal,
Forged out.
I was there.
You know, having a good time anyway.
Yeah, we obviously linked up, and he contacted me. His team contacted me to help promote that, which we did very successfully. I believe it was a definite success. What we wanted to happen happened, and everyone was talking about Forged Stout, Ebanie Bridges and Conor McGregor, so
it's a good
thanks
combination.
guys. So we'll keep that going. Yeah, no, definitely. It's a really good partnership. You know, they know, or him, and obviously, you know, the team at, you know, Forged Stout and Forged Army. That's what they say is they know I'm a big asset because we get people talking, and that's what we want. Ideally, marketing and promotion is all about getting people talking.
100%.
And that is something we don't fail.
True. You've got it locked down. It's kind of a dream combination there.
Exactly.
In terms of the boxing that happened the weekend just gone, I don't know if you saw Joe Joyce against Zhilei Zhang. Obviously, unfortunately for English fight fans, Joe Joyce got knocked out again. His promoter, Frank Warren, seems to think it might be a case of retirement now for Joe Joyce. Do you disagree?
Weird. Yeah, I disagree with that. It's so weird that he says that.
Yeah.
I don't think Joe Joyce is that old. I think he's only just early 30s, maybe 31 or 32.
I think a bit later than that.
Oh,
like
is he?
Late 30s, 37, 38, I think.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
But I think he turned pro quite late in his career, didn't he? He was amateur for a long time, so...
He hasn't even had that many pro fights.
No, exactly.
He's still raw. Like, you watch him fight, like, he's still quite raw. Like, I mean, he got knocked out by a huge Zhang. Like, that guy's huge. Do you know what I mean?
Big guy,
like,
isn't he?
and sometimes, and that's twice he's lost to him. I don't think, has Joe Joyce lost to anyone else? Who else did he lose to?
No, he beat Daniel Dubois.
No, he beat Dubois, that's right.
Yeah.
No, he beat Dubois. Yeah, so it's like what? It's like a fighter has a loss and it's like, oh, you better retire. No.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you just get back on there and you build it back up and whatever. You know, maybe that guy's just not your match.
True.
It's just like, you know, Katie Taylor with Chantel Cameron. You know, just because Chantel Cameron beat her, I don't mean she should retire. It's just that Chantel Cameron's the better fighter, and it's just the styles, they just don't work. You see that with all the greats. Well, most of them except for Mayweather, obviously, but you just sometimes meet your match, don't you?
Right.
Doesn't mean you should just throw the gloves up.
Do you feel like Zhang could trouble Anthony Joshua if they got in a ring together?
Definitely, yeah. Just with that power, you know what I mean, and Joshua's chin. But I just think Joshua's a bit more skilled, not as raw as Joe Joyce.
Harder to
but
hit.
He's also not as tough. Joe Joyce has the chin. Do you know what I mean? And you can take him where Joshua can't.
Right.
So that will be interesting.
Did you see Conor Ben's return to action?
I actually missed it. No, because of Australia and the time and my travel. Yeah,
right.
I've been meaning to catch up on it. I caught up on a Sandy Ryan fight this morning, but I haven't watched the Conor Ben fight.
I was going to ask you about that as well, actually. Yeah, there's some controversial judging there.
I am so upset for Sandy Ryan because she boxed so well and she really did deserve that. Do you know what I mean? I did see it as an 8-2. I saw McCaskill winning 2 rounds, like the third round, and like one a little bit later on. But I just do not know how they gave that I don't know how.
It was a split decision draw, wasn't it?
I don't know how that's possible. Like when I watched that fight, but I spoke to Sandy and obviously I told her what I thought, and I just said to her, you know what, sometimes these things happen and you just got to trust the process and don't let it get you down. You know you're going to come back better and everything happens how it should. And it's only going to be bigger the next time she fights. When she gets the rematch, she's only going to have more fans, more people wanting to tune in, you know, and she's going to win even better. And that's what happens with these kind of, when you get a setback, when you come back, it's always better. You know, because she didn't have a big fan base in America, coming into this fight. But now because of controversy, everyone's talking about it. She's going to be a lot more known.
True.
So when she goes into this next fight, it's going to have a lot more people tuning in. It all happens how it should. So yeah, it's got to look at the positives.
That's it.
And everyone knows she won. So.
Do you feel there are too many all-male judges, as in the judging, you know, having three male judges for a women's fight? Does that seem weird?
I mean, I don't think it matters. You know, I don't think
they're good judges.
Yeah, exactly. Adrian, what's her name? Adelaide Bird. She's not really had a great track record as a judge. You know what I mean? Just because you're a guy or a female, don't really matter.
As long as you know the sport.
I don't think that, for example, I don't think female refs need to ref the female matches, and I don't think that, you know, I don't think it should matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if there's 3 female judges, if there's whatever, you know, just as long as they're good and they're doing their job, and clearly they didn't that night.
No. Going back to Conor Ben, he got the win, didn't manage to knock his opponent out, but regardless of that, he has, you know, obviously he tested positive before, and he said that he thinks more fighters will be testing positive for clomiphene because just because of the way it's in different foods. Obviously he was eating eggs. Does it ever worry you personally about, you know, eating eggs or spinach? Apparently is the other one. Like, how?
I mean, it does worry. Look, I do my very best to avoid, I mean, obviously natural foods, I eat natural food. It is a bit worrying thinking that you can be tested for something for eating natural food. I'm quite strict with all my I don't take many supplements. I'm really strict with that. I try and do my very best. Like, I even get a little bit worried about eating those what are they called, grenade bars, because like there's protein in it, but is that protein that's in there being batch tested? I don't know, and I kind of like them. So you got to be really careful, like, and it's so hard. But as an athlete, obviously it's your responsibility. But when you look at things like this, where it is in the food or whatever it may be, it's really hard. So
as long as Tim Tams all right.
Tim Tams are good. I got the Tim Tams from Australia. Definitely nothing in them.
No.
Yeah, it is. I bet, you know. I mean, I don't think I eat enough really for that as well. It's just Look, it's in a way it's good that the drug testing is so stringent at the moment. It's kind of catch-22. Like, you want it to be sensitive how it is, because you want to be catching people that are, you know, stopping cycles, you know, a month out, thinking that they're going to be sweet. But then at the same time, you're catching people that are just things are being contaminated with cross-contamination, even if the supplements are made in the same place. It's like, for example, if you're allergic to nuts, you have to know that on a packet it says doesn't contain, but it might contain some nuts because it's made where nuts are made. Like, this is the sensitivity of it now. So it makes it really hard, really, really hard. But it's I mean, I think it's good, but it is hard.
In terms of the heavyweight division, obviously Tyson Fury taking on Francis Ngannou soon. Do you feel like that is a bit of a cop-out from Tyson's perspective, not taking on someone who's actually a boxer, you know, a former UFC fighter, or do you think it's just him trying to branch out and do his own thing?
You know what it is? boxing is business, and in the end, all that matters is the money on the table. And in the end, when you retire, your legacy and all those belts and all that shit don't matter. That don't feed your family.
True.
That's the truth, unfortunately. And some people choose the legacy and they do things because of that kind of pride. Or some people think, you know what, I've only gone to box for so many years and I've still got another 40 years. He's got like 10 kids or something who are going to have even more kids. And he's probably just thinking, I just want to get the money, set my future up, set my kids' futures up, set the grandkids up and do it. So I understand why he's doing it. You know what I mean? But I think that it's crazy. The only thing that I'm thinking is like, I think he beats everyone in the heavyweight division.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know why he's putting it off. But if he's getting good money for that, fair enough, you know, but I can't fault or I can't judge someone that's doing something for business and career-wise, because in the end, it is your job and it's money to put food on your table. And no matter how much money you have, the more money you have, the more expensive you have, the more money you need in a way, you know, and people don't really understand that, I suppose, unless you're living that kind of life. You know, like obviously I know the more money I make, the more expenses I have as well. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it just comes like that. Yeah. So, you know, and you do want to set yourself up, especially boxing is a short-lived career. All sport is, you know, so you can't get angry at someone for just wanting to cash in.
Do you think, have you seen the Netflix documentary? It seems like he struggles to make decisions sometimes. So maybe it's just partly that he's feeling the pressure from
Is that what it is? No, I haven't seen it. I don't know. Do you not hear? I think he wants to be in control. Yeah. And the reality is there's such an easy fight. Well, actually, I don't know anything about this dude, so I can't really say that because I've never heard of this guy. Never seen him fight. Yeah. He's an MMA fighter, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that obviously, I think Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight. I think he beats Usyk. I think he beats Joshua. I think he beats him. Yeah. Okay. I think he's just too big. And anyways, I won't go into that. But I just think that, you know, he's just taking an easy fight, an easy payday.
Yeah, that's it.
And why wouldn't you take an easy payday?
It's going to be a lot easier.
Take an easy payday if you can take it. Why not?
Right, you're gonna get
why go into a tough fight, you know, for the same amount of money when you can have an easy one and the tough one's still going to be there? Because they're always going to want to fight him. So that fight, it's always going to be there. You know,
he can just cherry pick who he wants.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
do what I want.
Share the funeral. Share the thing. Yeah. In terms of other upcoming matches, we've got Tommy Fury and KSI. I don't know if you saw the press conference with Big John Fury got a bit out of hand, flipping tables and stuff. Well, have you got a prediction for the fight as well?
When I watch that, I just think John Fury.
Big John Fury.
Does my head in a little bit. John Fury.
Yeah. It's
a bit too much, but he suits that YouTube view well because he's doing exactly what they do.
Exactly.
So to show me and stuff, and that's what they do. They're all a bit over the top, them YouTubers, and John Fury fits right in. So. I mean, all the Furies do, don't they? Except Tommy's pretty chilled, to be fair.
He's much more laid back.
He's not like them. He's not really like loud and like that. But I think, I don't know, you know, I think KSI is great. I watched KSI's last fight. I thought he did really, really well. I was actually really impressed with him. But Tommy's good as well. I think it's going to be a much more competitive fight than Jake Paul, wasn't it?
Jake
Paul, yeah, Tommy Fury and Jake Paul. I think it's going to be much more competitive.
Okay.
I don't know who's going to win. I mean, I kind of backed Jake Paul the other day with the last fight, so I feel like I have to back Tommy. Yeah. But I just think KSI is a little bit different to Jake Paul. But hey, I'll be tuning into it because I want to see who wins. And I think Tommy's doing what he's doing, capitalizing, because he won't make money in normal boxing, and he's never going to be a world champion. Let's be real. Sorry, mate, but you know, like. So why not capitalize and make the money in the YouTube boxing?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Go for it.
I would if I could.
100%.
If I could. But on the card as well, I've got Logan Paul this time against Dylan Dennis.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen any of the trolling that's kind of getting a bit out of control on Twitter.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gone too far, like bringing his fiancée Nina Agdal into it and posting all the photos?
I mean, he's savage. It's savage. I feel so sorry I feel sorry for the woman. I don't know her name.
Nina Agdal.
Nina.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for her because it is horrible.
Yeah, because she can't defend herself, can she?
Yeah, no. But the reality is it's that world. It's YouTube boxing. They have absolutely no fucking line. There's no line. They don't draw no line. There is absolutely zero respect in that world. Yeah. They will do anything and say anything to get the views, to get people talking, and that's exactly what he's done, mate. The amount of people that know who, I've never even heard him before, the amount of people that know who he is now, know who she is, and know who, it's just, he's built the fight. So in the end, he's going to be making more money, getting more views, and that's what that boxing is about. That's what that YouTube boxing is about. Yeah. I feel sorry for her, because she's, you know, he's made her look made her look bad, but he looks bad at the same time.
Yeah.
It's funny, can't help, like, at first I was like, oh my God, like, you laugh a little bit, but then you think, fuck, like, it's a bit much. And being a female myself and a woman myself, I think, like, it's pretty horrible. So I feel sorry for them, for the couple, because it would put a lot of strain on it. But
she's actually gone out and filed a lawsuit.
I mean, I understand that. I would probably, and he hasn't stopped.
No.
But I can understand that. I would probably do something like that as well. And it's just, but it comes with that when you're famous and when you're a celebrity and you're with these YouTubers and you're in this, that's part of it. And she got dragged into it. So, you know, you kind of, it's hard because it's not like you can't say too bad. That's part of it. It's like me, like, you know, everyone, celebrity, people can talk shit about me or spread rumors or do whatever. It's like, well, that's what you get. Unfortunately, it comes with the game. And what would you rather?
Yeah.
It's a hard choice.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place.
It's a hard, yeah, exactly.
You know, and
yeah, but it is horrible. But yeah, hopefully he can back up his words. Maybe it gives Logan Paul, is it?
Yes, yeah, Logan. This time,
Logan knocks him out in the first round, and that would be great. To be fair, it'd be good payback. It'd be really good.
Redemption for him.
Not sure if that would happen, but I'm sure it would be the sweetest fucking win of his career.
Because he's not a boxer, is he?
No, I think he's an MMA fighter.
Yeah,
MMA.
I don't even
know. He's just a professional troll to me.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Moving away from boxing slightly on a similar kind of angle, obviously Russell Brand's basically been cancelled for something that, you know, he's been accused of but hasn't been proved of doing. They've deleted his YouTube, deleted a lot of his revenue streams.
I saw a little bit.
Yeah. Do you feel that they've just gone overboard, or because obviously it's kind of hard to talk about, but in terms of being innocent till proven guilty, but he's been decided as being guilty by YouTube and various other social media.
Yeah, it's you know what, it's hard. It's hard for Russell Brand because of his past. Because we know he's an admitted sex addict, drug addict. He's admitted that he's done wrong things, like not really wrong things, but he's treated women bad, and he's admitted that, you know, in his books and audios and stuff, because he is, like I said, an addict of all that kind of stuff. But obviously in recovery, you know, and he's not anymore, and he's improved and he's changed his life, and he's made that step to change from that person that he was. And I feel everyone deserves to have a second chance at life and make themselves better. But unfortunately, sometimes if you do things in the past, they're going to come and bite you. And I don't know, I can't judge him really, and if this is what people are saying, they're saying. But yeah, of course, I definitely think it should be innocent until proven guilty always. Yeah. But that's how society is. Sometimes they jump the gun, and you know, hopefully it gets sorted out. It's kind of like with all the drug testing in boxing, isn't it? Like everyone just jumps on it and they just fucking tear you down, and then you just got to, even though it should be innocent until proven guilty, no matter what, when you get those accusations, everyone's just going to slam you for it. So we'll see.
It's a tough one. Do you fear, or sometimes you've been quite outspoken yourself, obviously you've got nothing like in your past like him, but do you fear sometimes just saying the wrong thing could have a backlash against you?
Yeah, definitely. Like, you know, it's you're on the spotlight, and everything that you say, people, and with the more famous you are and the more known you are, the more haters you have, and the more haters that just want to pick at anything to destroy you, anything to drag you down, anything to twist, anything to make you look bad. Anything, you know, it could be so harmless, but they'll try their hardest to tear you down. That's what haters do. That there's people out there, it's not like they're professionals at doing that, but they dedicate their lives because they're so miserable that's what they do.
They haven't got anything better to do,
yeah, but like I said, with anything, it unfortunately comes with the game. But I believe that my morals and values and what I believe in and how I am, I don't really fear that, because I'm a good person. I say that, you know, I know, it's not that I say the right shit, I just don't think like that. I'm not a bad person, so you know, and if I ever do say anything or do anything, I know it's just never meant for anything bad, and if someone wants to twist it, they can, and I'm not scared of nothing from my past, you know, coming out that I think is anything problem to anyone else.
If anything, you've done lots of good things. You're a teacher, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do have a past life, but it's not. It's
a
nothing.
Good one. Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, you know, we'll see when my Netflix story comes out.
Is that in the pipeline?
It is definitely. Yeah, I've been documenting my life for the last nearly 2 years. Come out 2 years now.
Okay.
It's a good plan for mine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
When's that scheduled for?
Well, when I become undisputed, I'm sure, because it's the journey, isn't it?
Yeah, right. So we're not quite at the end of the journey
yet.
Not yet.
Maybe 2025, 2024.
Oh, right. Exciting. Well, that's one to look forward to for the future. Epic. Your girl Elle Brooke, we talked there. She made a comment recently, brought kind of nationality into it, saying Mexican bum. you think that's a similar kind of thing? People just latching onto that and trying to bring her down? Because obviously she's on a successful upwards trajectory at the moment.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect her, you don't think?
Yeah, so, no, look, the thing is like, obviously, bum is a typical... Is that calling someone a bum in boxing is a typical...
Right, it was Tyson Fury's catchphrase. Basically.
Yeah, everyone's... If you're a bum, do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think, you know, I've talked to her obviously, but I think that it was like, he's obviously the only Mexican, and she didn't want to give attention to his name, tag his name. Because Elle knows, and that's just what it is, if you tag the name, they get attention, you know, they get recognition. So if I don't want anyone, for example, for me personally, if I don't want to give anyone any clout or any traction, I don't tag them. So how else can she kind of identify him? So I think that's what she's done. But obviously, I've had a chat to her, and in hindsight, it probably wasn't really the right way to go around it. And like I said, you know, haters and people will try and make up anything that they can to turn on her. But
of course.
It was definitely not meant to be racial. I think in a racist way. It was just a way to identify him without actually using his name, you know, which people do.
Of course.
But you're gonna get slammed.
Yeah.
So no matter what, like. You know, so but yeah, I think she not learned a lesson, but people are going to jump on it, and it's very hard in this world, this day and age, to say anything without getting fucking accused of something, you know. Doubt. Yeah.
The last time we spoke, I think I asked you if you'd ever fight a trans man, and it got kind of a lot of coverage, didn't it?
Yeah.
Was there any kind of, what kind of reception did you get for that?
I got absolutely zero backlash from that.
Well,
I just got complete support.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying finally someone's speaking up, because someone needs to. Because everyone's so scared. Like I said, you're so scared. Like obviously racism's a little bit different, but no matter what you say, people can jump on, turn on you. Do you know what I mean?
No doubt.
But I think the reality is I'm right.
Yeah.
And it's true. So, you know, and people are obviously scared. And I think me speaking up with the kind of person that I am, when I'm so confident and I am such a big name in the sport, and really not just in the sport, but in the general world, it's kind of like, it gives other people the okay to speak up as well.
Yeah, confidence.
And there's a lot of and then people can speak up. And we're not saying you're not allowed to play sport. We're not saying like you should be excluded, and it's not, you know, and I'm not going against inclusivity. You know, I still think that they should be like, you know, trans people should be able to play sport and do whatever they want. But it's about segregating women to men to trans. It's that simple, because we're not the fucking same.
No.
There's a reason men don't fight women. And I'm sorry, but they're men born. I don't care if you got boobies. Like you anymore. Like you're still born men.
Yeah.
And like no matter how long you've been at, like you've changed. It's just not. It's not right. You see it in all the sports. Where the original men into, I don't know what they're called, trans women. I'm so sorry, I don't know the terms. So, born men, now women, going into men's sports and women's sports, and just absolutely annihilating the women.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
No.
Because
it's not a level playing field, is it?
No.
Yeah, it's totally.
No. Go, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. Why do you think, and like I've said, you don't see trans women born turning into men. Or not turning into, what do they call it? Sorry, transitioning into men, going up against the men. No. Because they have no chance. Because women have no chance against men.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like that's why we don't. That's why we don't compete against men.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like they're running with the men and they're like, bye.
Yeah, I see exactly. You know, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to argue against that, isn't it?
It was nice to have so much people supporting me, because I did think when I posted it for a second, I thought, this could be bad, but I thought, no, you know what? I got to stick up. I'm one of those people that I got to speak for what I believe in, and I don't want to be that kind of person that can't stand up for what I believe in. I'm very true. What I believe in, I stand for. I don't bend for people. I don't say what people want me to say. I say what I believe in, and I believe in the right things. That's why I'm never scared to speak my mind, and I'm never scared to say, because I know what I believe in is valid.
Of course, yeah.
You know?
That's admirable. That's a great trait to have. On a slightly happier note to finish, last time we saw you was at the JBD Stars fishing tournament. How did you get on? Did you catch any fish?
Oh yeah, I dropped my phone in the bloody river, in the lake.
I did hear a rumour.
Yes, I know.
The phone went for a swim.
To be fair, I caught some big fish, but we didn't do too well. We did win. I think the biggest bonus we come from that is we did win first pick because Cole got because we did the shooting.
Oh yeah.
So we got that. So we picked the shits part of the lake, obviously, but at least we won that. But Terry Harper did all right, and we didn't do as well as last time. But no, it was fun.
Good day.
The last 2 hours was tough with my phone being at the bottom of the lake. It kind of made it it really drag on, and I think my phone scared away the fish. So I have to be really sorry to my teammates because there was something about that phone that definitely put the fish off because that whole second half was woeful.
Did you get it back in the end?
I did.
Okay.
Crazily, we got it back. I was literally in the bottom of the lake for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Pulled it out of the lake. It just dripped off wet a bit, and then within 30 seconds, it was all good. Like it was still on. It worked. It rang. Everything.
Really? Wow.
I was like, "What the hell?" So anyone that has an iPhone, if you drop it in water, don't freak out. It's all good. Just takes a little bit. I wouldn't charge for the first half of the day.
Okay.
Because you just said there was water in it, but it was still working fine.
So how did your photos and everything was still on?
Everything was still in. It was just like it was just literally like it was just like wet, and I was just like, okay, like I'll just dry that off, and it just worked like normal.
Wow! Shout out to iPhone.
Yeah, iPhone, you're doing well. Yeah.
All right, nice. Anything else you want to add, or
no, not really. I'm just really, really obviously excited and looking forward to my fight.
Yeah.
And
do you know where it's likely to be?
Yeah, I'm looking to America, so I want to fight in America. Right. I do want to make. I've been obviously wanting to. I've fought in America before, but not with Matchroom, so I'm really looking forward to fighting in America with Matchroom. So, fingers crossed. It's never confirmed until it's confirmed, but that's what we're aiming for. Just always a big shout out to all my fans, and obviously Leeds United having a good few games, so hopefully we get up this season.
Hopefully bouncing straight back up.
Exactly, and a big shout out to Forge Stout because backing me and a lot of the fighters. I don't know if you've noticed, but Conor McGregor and Irish Forge Stout, they're supporting a lot of the fighters.
Yeah, I have.
So that's really, really good. So if you haven't tried that, get onto it because it's actually great. But that's it.
All right, Ebanie Bridges, thank you very much for your time. Thanks for that.
Appreciate it.